Welcome to Go Gardening Show. We're here in the middle of Southtown and we are at a very lovely spot, a hidden gem, if you will. This is Ruby City. Ruby City what? Sculpture Garden here?
Yes, we are in the Sculpture Garden of Ruby City, the Contemporary Art Center here in San Antonio.
Okay, so this is a small portion of your larger complex.
Yes, this is one of the outdoor spaces that we have here at Ruby City. This space is designed to complement the architecture of the relatively new building, about 5 years old, and houses some sculpture and some really incredible plants as well.
Okay, just real briefly, what's the mission of Ruby City?
Ruby City is dedicated to the presentation and collection of contemporary art, really with the idea that contemporary art is a vital force for societal good.
Okay, excellent. Well, we have some really wonderful spots to show, so let's go and look at some of the really unique specimens we have.
Excellent.
Well, Randy, we have some wonderful butterfly plants, so we can see the butterflies all over. We have the mistflower and we have lantana. How were these plants chosen, or who decided that? What was the process?
Right, so these plants were chosen to really highlight some really beautiful plants that are native to the area, that also are really beneficial to our pollinator friends here as well. We also wanted plants that were visually striking, that could complement the architecture of the building.
I often mention on our videos a concept called spikes and mounds.
Yeah.
We got the spikes. We got some
the muley grass.
Lindheimer muley, and then we got these mounding plants on there. So yeah, it's real easy for people to kind of remember. Oh, I need some spiky stuff and I need some mounding stuff. But that was great. So there wasn't a big committee deciding, or one personal landscape architect.
Not one individual landscape architect. It was kind of a conversation between the architect of the building and our facilities technicians.
Oh, okay. So
we do have a team of 3 gardeners that maintain our grounds here.
So there was a maintenance person involved.
Oh yes, yeah, that really changes things.
There's lots of dreams and lots of visions, but then they forget about the maintenance part of it. So that was great.
And actually, when the garden was first installed, there were fewer plants, and over time we've brought in some more plants to bring in more textures and colors, like the lantanas. Are a more recent addition. When we first opened, it was just the muley grass, the mistflowers, and the agaves.
So covering. Do you expect any more plants?
I would not be surprised if we brought in more plants, or maybe start to separate some plants and just fill out this area a little bit more.
Okay, so I have an antipathy towards rocks and gravels.
Yes.
So you are actually going to change the black rock.
Yes, the black rock will be changing in the near future. It's, it just gets way too hot for these plants. It really cooks the soil. It was more, I believe, a architectural choice than a landscaping choice, but it will be replaced entirely with red mulch.
Red mulch. Ruby City.
Exactly.
Red mulch. Oh, excellent.
You're noticing the theme here.
I'm seeing the theme.
Yes.
So let's go to a more controversial plant.
Yes.
Randy, this particular plant has a bad reputation in San Antonio. Now this is the better bamboo that you need.
Yes.
This is a clumping bamboo. So why did you use bamboo?
Well, this bamboo, as you mentioned, is a clumping bamboo, so we're not too concerned about it spreading in ways that we don't want it to. We also wanted a fast grower that could create a nice green barrier between us and the parking lot that's just next door to the bamboo.
So it's a great choice. That's why I like it. Fast growing.
Yes.
It's restrained in growth. This one is doing very nicely. It's in full sun. It's getting adequate moisture. And here again, we're going to be changing the mulch.
Yes,
From a kind of a dull looking one to a bright red cedar mulch.
That's right. So we had a black mulch here, and we're transitioning to a red cedar mulch for this area. And I think that red really makes the greens pop. You know, it really highlights the green of the bamboo, the green of the zoysia grass that we have, and is also a more natural type of mulching option.
Yes, I totally agree. It's great, great. Let's look at one final tree.
Let's do it.
Tree, one of my favorite trees. Okay. Well, tell me, Randy, this is one of my favorite trees. It's a bald cypress,
Yes.
but it's not looking that great. It's kind of yellowish green. It's starting to turn.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do to help change that?
What are we going to do?
We're in agreement.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. So these are mulched with rocks right now, and we will be transitioning to cedar mulch around the trees also. We think that the combination of them being in this kind of large expanse of concrete plus the rocks is not really giving the roots too good of a chance to really get fully established.
We're gonna take the black heat absorbing rock.
Exactly.
Get rid of that.
Out of here.
And then put in some of this red cedar mulch.
Cedar mulch, exactly.
That we're looking at.
Right.
And we think it's going to do a good job. I think it's going to do a good job.
I think it'll do a really good job, and these trees will really get a chance to really take off. You know, they were selected because of their historic connection to San Antonio. You see these trees along the Riverwalk.
Yeah, we're right near San Pedro Creek.
We're right on the San Pedro Creek, and so this transition to the mulch will really help them shine and just look really, really good here.
So I always have two things. Is compost and mulch. Compost and mulch. Use it all the time. So that's great. That's a great way to help a tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, Randy, we're outside. This is Ruby City behind us, and we're right next to the San Pedro Creek. And it is ongoing. Has they finally asked or told you that the construction is done?
I don't believe it is completely done on as we go in towards the west side creek system, but the portion that goes towards the downtown area is completed.
So people can go up by the TPR studios, come on down, and spend a day down here and go to the River City.
Yes, yeah, you can walk, you can ride your bike down the creek, and then park your bike, come in. We're open Thursday to Sunday. I was going to say,
that leads me to the segue. When are you open? What are your hours?
We are open Thursday to Sunday, 10 to 6. We're always free all the time, so you can just pop in and check out some of the excellent exhibitions that we have, or some of the plants in the sculpture garden.
Okay, and again, River City. What's his goal? What's his function?
Ruby City presents the works from the Linda Pace Foundation collection. Linda had an incredible collection of contemporary art. We continue to grow that collection and present thematic exhibitions, pulling almost entirely from our collection of over 1,400 artworks at this point.
So it's great. It's human artwork. We have natural artwork out here, so it's a great place to visit. I like to call it another hidden jewel in Southtown.
Absolutely, a really special place. They've done such a great job of integrating our site in with the San Pedro Creek, so we're one of these amazing anchors along the creek here.
Yeah, it's just fabulous again. So thank you so much for allowing us to be out here and visiting the sculpture garden and Ruby City, and we just appreciate it so much.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. We'll have to have you back out.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching Go Gardening. Get out there and go garden and save some water. Thank you.
Ever wonder where all of the water we use to drink, bathe, cook, garden, and put out fires comes from? Ever wonder how our water supply is safeguarded to ensure it's there for generations to come? The answers to all your questions will be waiting for you at the Edwards Aquifer Authority Education Outreach Center. Book your free visit today at eaaeoc.org. The EOC is the place to be.
Welcome to the Go Gardening Show. We're here at Millburgers along 1604. I'm with my lovely friend Cappy here, and we're going to talk about fall pollinators. Because why? Fall is for planting. So we're going to look at a lot of the plants they have here at Millburgers, and especially for fall planting. Let's go look at some plants.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. There you go. Okay. So, Cappy, we're here in the lantanas. Why are lantanas important?
Well, because of their heat resistance, drought tolerance, and prolific color selections and they'll go well for us, and they're such good pollinators for both butterflies and for bees.
Oh, for both. Okay.
For both.
Now,
yes.
Now we have them in the shade here. Should they be in the shade?
No, once you take them home, you want them in full sun. The reason we have them in here shade, the sun they'll get some shade during the day, but the most part of it is to help keep them healthy until you can plant them in your ground.
Okay, so you mentioned color. So
yes.
We have another one over here that's mostly yellow. So what colors do the lantanas come in?
We have some reds over there, and we have the oranges, and then we have the yellows, and the yellows are going to be more prolific. You'll find them. They'll do a little bit better in the sun, but they come in a variety of colors, and some of them will be larger bushes, and some are going to be trailing varieties as well.
Oh, okay. So any other hints on growing lantanas?
Just making sure you've got them in the full sun, and about this time of the year you want to come back a little bit, and then they'll come back out and bloom some more for you.
Great. Let's go look at some other plants over here. Well, Cappy, this is one of my favorite places. I'll admit it. It's the perennial garden. But by the way, tell me the difference between perennial and annual.
Pretty easy if you think about it. An annual, you plant annually. Okay? And then a perennial, you don't.
Oh.
You plant it once, and then it keeps coming back.
Okay, great.
So that's why perennials, it should be a favorite amongst all gardeners.
Well, this one right here is a great perennial. This is tropical milkweed.
Yes.
So what is tropical milkweed good for?
It's good for your butterflies and your bees. It's a good pollinator for all kinds of things, and it's a good host plant as well for the caterpillars that turn into butterflies.
And speaking of a nectar magnet, what do we have here?
This is the porterweed, and it doesn't look like much, but it contains a lot of pollen, and it just really is, the bees love it. Bees and butterflies. Both of them can be on the same plant at the same time.
Really?
Yes.
So, and not bothering each other?
Not bother each other.
Détente.
They love each other.
All right. So over here we have a bunch of salvias as well. These are the white ones. We have purple ones. We have, what other colors do we have in salvias?
There's a pink, and there's one that's got little red and white flowers on the ends.
Oh, no, don't tell me. I think I know that one.
Do you know it?
Hot lips.
That's it.
All right.
It's going to be very popular because it's an unusual aspect of it.
Okay.
But they all perform the same.
All right, so we looked at perennials. Let's look at some annuals.
Love to.
Well, Cappy, we have this nice table full of flats of annuals.
Yes.
What are some of the annuals that we can use?
Right now, these just came in. These are marigolds.
These right here
Yes.
are marigolds, and this is a great fall blooming annual.
They're beautiful, and they'll produce big, beautiful mounds of color, and you'll love it. And they're very much a pollinator.
A pollinator, so
Yes.
attracts a lot of insects. How long will these last? Throughout the winter, maybe? Hopefully?
Through the winter, yes.
Okay, so these are
Until
cool
it freezes,
seasons.
yes.
Okay, so predominantly the yellow, but there's a nice little burnt orange in there.
There's some that'll even have a little bit more red to them. So there's a good, beautiful fall colors.
Okay, great. Shall we look at some other ones?
Sure.
All right. So, Cappy, we have another flat annual. What do we have here?
These are the dianthus.
I see there's a lot of color variation going on
Right,
here.
beautiful, cool weather colors, yes.
Wow.
And they'll last for a long time.
Well, okay, that's what I guess. They're pretty rugged. They'll survive lots of freezes or anything.
Absolutely. And
Snow. I say that because I've seen snow on the diathesis.
it does happen. It can happen as long as that ground doesn't get too frozen, but they'll last through the winter. A key to them is, topping them, deadheading them, and that will keep those blooms coming.
Now, are these also attractive to insects?
Oh yes, definitely the butterflies, and again, our bees. Both of them will love them.
Okay, great. What do we have down the end here? Oh, I enjoy the petunias in the morning.
They do smell good.
They do smell good, I do.
Yes, they do.
And I do love petunias. It reminds me of my youth. My dad planted a lot of petunias, so.
Aw.
But there's great color here. I don't know. Do you know if they're attracted to insects? I just don't know.
I think you might see some butterflies on them because they're attracted to the colors, and there's a little bit of pollen in them. They're not going to be a bee attractor.
Okay. All right. But they are nice. They are a really excellent cool season annual.
Absolutely. Just so pretty, colorful, and they're easy to grow.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. Okay. So I'm going to go over and we're going to look at some shrubs because I think this is totally unique at Milberger's.
We have a few.
So, Cappy, in this part of the nursery, we have hundreds of shrubs for all different sizes. So, a shade, sun, berry, all kinds of here for every personal taste.
It's true, and we've got something for everybody's taste. It's fun for people to come in and show us where their yard is and for us to help them design what they want, what's going to look good depending on the shade or the sun requirements that they have and watering.
So Cappy, tell me a little bit about the container sizes. I know you have a lot.
We have a variety of sizes. We go from a 1 gallon in some plants and to 3 gallons where it's easy for customers to install themselves. And then you can go to a 5 to 10 gallon if you see behind us here, the much larger shrubs that we can help you to install. And we also help customers when they come in with designing what plants will do best in their circumstances with considering the sun and where they want to plant it in their yard.
So at Milberger's, you have knowledgeable staff.
Yes.
All right. Love to hear that.
We really pride ourselves on our customer service. We can get out here and take a look.
All right. Now, you weren't kidding about all different sizes. We have a whole grove here of trees. Now, you told me something interesting on the ride up here. You don't sell these trees by container size. You start selling these trees by diameter?
Inch.
By the inch.
By the inch of the diameter of the tree, and they measure it up from the bottom and they take a measurement at that point, and it's sold by the inch.
So, Milberger customers can arrange to have these trees, but it's a different division than just the nursery?
The retail side of the business can plant any of these trees.
Okay.
We have the crews and capability to plant any of these for any individual.
Okay.
We have a number of customers that do. We have a commercial division who also does it with their own crews.
Ah, okay.
But if you came up here and you wanted to buy a nice tree like this,
a big tree.
We can help you out.
All right. And you also have a commercial division that will actually do landscaping.
Yes, we have a separate division that can come in and do big jobs for individuals, if it's a whole planting for a whole yard, as well as commercial buildings.
Okay, well that sounds really wonderful. And you know what? I forgot. This is the time to plant trees, isn't it?
It is the best time. Fall is the best.
Fall is for planting.
Fall is for planting.
All right. Well, great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So, Cappy, thank you for allowing us to film here at Millburgers. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's been great.
All right. And thank you for watching the Go Gardening Show. Let's go out and do some gardening and save some water.
So, how does enjoying the many beautiful parks and natural areas located in the Trinity Glen Rose Groundwater Conservation District help protect the clean water stored in the Trinity Aquifer? You can learn more at trinityglenrose.com/pollution prevention.
Litter goes with the flow. Join the San Antonio River Authority in protecting area creeks and the river. Don't let litter trash your river. Let's all be river proud.